Hey everyone, all right, so we are here at Zidell Yards here in Portland, Oregon, and this is your 2025 Made coverage, supported in part by
Velo Orange.
Today we are going to take a look at components and a variety of bikes as well. All right, let's do it. Hey everyone, I'm here with Martina of Swift Industries and Kurt of Wolftooth and Otso. So first off, Kurt, can you tell us what the bike is here and what's all the bling on it?
Oh, there's some good stuff on this one. This is the Otso Warwick and Tie. So it's a bike that does great in gravel races, commuting, light bike packing, so overnighters and such. We built it up. We had a lot of fun with it. We have some Cyber cranks. We also have a titanium Cyber fork. We have a lot of great purple stuff from Wolftooth with ultraviolet purple, Project 321 hubs with We Are One rims, a nice purple Madrone derailleur, and the blue Brooks saddle, which looks so good with these Swift bags.
Yeah, very good segue. Thank you, Kurt. Martina, talk to us about the bags specifically, but also what is a little different about them?
Yeah, so this is the Luminary collection.
Okay.
The name, if I may, is so this is the first print that we're doing, and we're super, super excited about it. We worked with a designer that focuses on print, and kind of like what we were trying to encapsulate was this, I don't know, the verve of Swift, and that we are a woman-owned brand, and we had enough vision to imagine something really different in the industry, and we're making it happen. So it's just kind of like this beautiful ethereal print that is a little bit like Aurora Borealis-y. So Luminary.
Awesome.
Coming out next year.
Okay.
So excited.
Sweet.
It will be in the line, though on select bags. But if I can also, this is also the first textile that we've developed.
Okay.
So
Oh,
we
sweet.
worked with a partner mill to develop our own recycled X-grid material. We were just finding that there was some abrasion issues with what we had before. We went with a higher denier and a little bit different technology. So we wanted something with a hand feel that felt a little bit more classic per the Swift Industries way, but with the same strength and durability as the incredible brands like Challenge and Dimension Polygon.
Sure.
So this is also our debut of that new fabric.
Awesome.
Yeah,
It looks
really
great.
excited about it.
Anything else in the pipeline for Swift that you can hint?
I mean, I can hint that it's like really rainy in Seattle a lot, and so we're like tackling that issue head on.
Perfect.
That's like the most obscure thing I've said all day.
We love that. We love
Great.
obscure. Kurt,
Just a little geological engineering.
how about for Wolftooth? This seems like a good time to spill any beans that you might have in there.
Yeah, October is going to be a good month for Wolftooth. I'll share that.
Perfect. All right.
That's a carrot for you all.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So I'm here with Matt from Pass and Stow Racks. And Matt, first and foremost, how long have you been creating these racks, and where's home base?
I'm located in Oakland, California.
Okay.
I've been making them over 15 years.
Sweet.
I used to be a frame builder.
Yep.
Stopped doing that and decided to go to nursing school.
Okay.
And then I had to get my bag to school, which was up a pretty decent incline, and my back was sweaty, and I was like, I need a rack. So I took my skills from frame building, made my first rack. I was friends with a lot of bike messengers, and they wanted racks too. And I just started slowly making more.
Sweet.
And now here I am.
When did Pass and Stow actually become an actual brand?
I did the NAB show in Portland, 2008.
Okay.
And I was actually driving up. My friend who's right here made my website as we were driving from San Francisco to Portland.
Yep.
And that's when I launched
Sweet.
a real brand. I got a review in Bicycling Quarterly, and then I started selling more racks because of it.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your lineup here.
So my racks are all modular. The legs and bed are separate, and that's for flat packing for travel.
Yep.
I actually had a friend. My first run was all one piece.
Okay.
And I had a friend who was a pro skateboarder, went to New Zealand to make a video.
Yeah.
And his carry-on was my rack because he couldn't get the rack in the box.
Yep.
So I was like, I gotta change this process, and it was easier on my body to braze. So the legs mount to the deck. I make 8, 9 leg sizes.
Okay.
I'm starting to make a 20-inch for the, because there's a need, and it's fun to get them on small bikes. I make legs for slack head tubes and not so slack head tubes.
Okay.
That's been a problem, especially I started off making for Rivendell's, Surly's, all the kind of 73-degree head tube angle bikes.
Sure.
And then you start slacking out for like more like bike packing stuff.
Exactly.
And then you go to 67, 66. So the rack has to kind of still tuck towards the head tube.
Sure.
So I started making new legs for that. So
Sweet.
it's like the most custom rack.
Right.
That's not custom.
Right, exactly. So is there a name for the racks, or?
There's just a 5-rail and a 3-rail.
5-rail, 3-rail?
Yeah, it's kind of straightforward. Like I just make one. It's one style. Like I make minor updates. They all are wired for dyno.
Okay.
So they.
Sweet.
So this is an M6.
Yeah.
And then if you could see, sorry.
No, it's all good.
There's a wire slot here.
Yep.
And then it pops out the bottom. So
Very
it's clean
cool.
lines.
Yep. Awesome.
And so there's nothing, it's not going to catch on anything. And
Great.
Yeah.
Silver and black.
Silver and black are my colors. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Where can folks find you?
PassandStowRacks.com.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So I do want to take a quick break in Made coverage here to let you all know that this video is supported in part by Gunnison Crested Butte. Gunnison County has long been a hub for gravel cyclists. Just look back to the 1970s when riders were tackling Pearl Pass on clunkers. While times have certainly changed, the county remains as expansive as ever. It's 1.5 times the size of Delaware, with most of that land being public. In fact, there are over 1,100 miles of dirt and gravel roads, perfect for piecing together a multi-day bike packing trip or simply heading out for a quick hour-long spin. So to plan your trip or to inquire, just click on the card in the top right corner here, or you can also follow the link in the description below. So hey everyone, I'm here with Anthony of Mad Monkey Designs. And Anthony, first and foremost, tell us about the brand. How old is it and where are you guys from?
Yeah, so we are 2 years old. We're from Humboldt, California.
Okay.
We've been basically creating bike bags just to kind of expand the space of art and what it can be within the cycling world.
Yep.
We take a lot of pride in our quality and quantity over quantity approach.
Okay.
We collaborate with different artists to kind of give them an opportunity to showcase art on
Sweet.
bikes in motion.
Okay.
I was doing some gear repair. I used to be a fireman for Cal Fire.
Okay.
And then I was doing some minor gear repairs around the shop and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then I was down in Mexico. We have a place down in La Paz, Baja
Sweet.
California,
Awesome.
doing some skateboarding down there. And then I seen some bike packers passing on the way home, and I was just like, that looks freaking cool. I want to get into that.
Yeah.
Googled Googled biking in Mexico, and then BIKEPACKING.com came up.
Yeah.
Did some research, and of course recommended Karate Monkey. Sent it.
Yeah.
Got home, and I was like, maybe I need some bags.
Awesome.
So pulled out the old domestic, picked up some Cordura,
Sweet.
and made my first cycling pack. Sent the Baja Divide like 6 months after that.
Wow.
And during the trip, I got the nickname the Mad Monkey.
Yeah.
And then one of the riders that passed was like, yo, you should consider making bags for a living.
Yeah.
Got home and then just started sending it full time, building the Instagram out.
Awesome.
And then we took a bike packing trip to Japan. We did the Onamiche Trail Network.
Yeah.
And I stopped by Blue Lug and happened to see how the shop was all kind of set up. And then that led into the valve cap round.
Okay, so talk to us about what do you offer at Mad Monkey between bags and the caps?
Yeah, so we offer custom bags. We pride ourselves in leathers, different types of canvases, really just a one-of-one experience within the artistic bag kind of realm.
Sure.
And then the valve caps, we have a lineup of different valve caps to kind of give you that product to look back at and smile. We really pride ourselves in quality and creating a valve cap that won't strip and over tighten and stuff like that. So we custom printed our own threads inside of the caps to kind of give it that next level approach into that realm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where can folks find you?
You can find us on madmonkeydesigns.com and then Instagram as well if you give us a follow.
Sweet, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this
You
opportunity.
got it.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
absolutely. We're here with Josh from Ogle. And Josh, first and foremost, can you explain how long your company has been around and what exactly you do?
Okay, so my name is Josh Ogle. I do Josh Ogle Design and Ogle Component Design.
Yep.
Ogle Component Design are parts that I make under my own brand.
Okay.
Stems, rotor lock rings, headsets. And Josh Ogle Design is, I do print design for printing and also product design, frame component design for a few manufacturers in the industry.
Okay, cool. So what specifically on this bike did you design?
All of it.
All of it.
Like no,
From the ground up.
So it's a ministry suspension design.
Yep.
So Chris does amazing work. 3VO.
Yep.
So it's their linkage design.
Okay.
But I designed the swing arm. I designed the front triangle. I machine the screws in house.
Okay.
The stem is my own product design. The headset, like I said, you know, all the stuff. But yeah, it is my frame design with the ministry geometry.
Okay, talk about the 3D printed parts on here. How
Okay.
do you do that? Why is it so special for a bicycle to have a 3D printed part too?
I've been a machinist for 27 years.
Yep.
So when I work with SolidWorks, when I work with product design, it's like, cool, how do we evolve? How do we extrude it? How do we revolve it?
Yep.
Chamfers, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
With printing, all that goes out the window because I'm used to thinking about parts from how do I take this big block and make it to a small block.
Mm-hmm.
With 3D printing, it's all that's gone.
Yeah.
You can start with any design you want and make amazing parts out of it. Like it's just, you know, it opens up every creative door you can imagine.
Yeah.
So you can do stuff that people can see that looks great,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can all the hidden shit that's inside the frame is so like for me as a product designer, it just the possibilities.
I'm sure you
yeah.
personally think like that is the future. What
I
specifically?
actually don't.
You don't.
No,
Do you want it to
I
be
think
the
it's part of
future?
the future.
Okay.
I don't think it will like. There's parts that I would never print because the resolution's too low, the material qualities aren't right.
Yep.
But it is to add 3D printing to machining.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's where you have suddenly everything available to
What's
you.
what's a downside to 3D printing?
It's crazy expensive right now.
Yep.
Which I don't know that that'll change.
Mhm.
It's a relatively slow process,
Mm-hmm.
and so I work with the print houses, and so I have to learn how they print.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
like supports have to be
Yeah,
in a
you're-
certain way. There's
You
know-
work with a number of different vendors,
exactly.
and they don't all work the same way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they want stuff set up in different ways on the plates. They want different areas of the thing support. So I'm trying to learn like a universal language that works for all of them.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's a lot. It takes years.
For folks that don't know, does 3D printing, like you're working with titanium, can you work with, what else can you work with on bikes specifically? Or is it just,
I do also do design for steel, for stainless.
Okay.
So we print a lot of stainless.
Yep.
And aluminum is actually getting good now too.
Okay.
It's not something aluminum isn't a material I work with a lot.
Yeah.
And for printing design, it's not something I have enough work that I don't need to get there, thank God.
yeah.
But yeah, primarily I'm in titanium and a little bit of stainless.
Okay. So are you still taking on work, or where can folks find what you've done?
So I have a very sparse Instagram at
Yep.
Ogle Component Design.
Okay.
And then I have a website, joshogledesign.com.
Okay.
Those are kind of the two ways to find me.
Sure.
Neither of them are great,
Yeah.
but I'm working on that. This is
Okay.
kind of my year to get all that stuff in order.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first trade show booth in 20 years.
Cool.
So
You did wind back a little bit. What was your
yeah.
previous bike company?
Well, I started under my own name in my early 20s
Yeah.
in Eugene, Oregon.
Yep.
So kind of coming home.
Yep.
I did that for a few years, and then we started Jericho Bicycles.
That's right.
Which was a little more production,
Sure.
steel, and a little bit of titanium.
Yep.
And then personal life stuff, I got away from the industry, and I was fortunate enough that I got to, I find myself like stumbling face forward into these amazing situations. I got to build race cars for 5 years.
Wow.
And
Very cool.
I did a whole tour of the automotive industry in Southern California.
Yeah.
And then I built watches for 3 years.
Wow.
And while I was doing that, I was also freelancing stuff.
Sure.
And the Firefly guys reached out to do some, first just machining for them.
Yeah.
Because their current machinist was taking too long.
Yep.
And then I started doing design for them.
Mhm.
And then that just 7 years later, that got me back to a trade show. And
Sweet.
I could not be happier. The industry is. I
We're
love
glad
it.
you're here.
It was my first love. You know,
Awesome.
like the first ride on the first bike was better than any other experience in my life.
Amazing.
You know, I went to a trail that's 2.5 hours away from here that I'm
Yeah.
going to ride on this bike right after the show.
Yeah.
Just to complete that loop, 30
Totally.
years,
Yeah.
and I could not be happier.
Awesome.
So
Cool.
yeah.
Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Is there anything else you can tell you about the bike? I mean, there's a bunch of hidden shit in here that you can't even see. That's
Tell
really
me
cool.
about
Okay.
it. Yeah. Give me the details on the hidden shit.
Okay. Well, one of the things I love about 3D printing is saying it's like the creativity that lets you do.
Mm-hmm.
So I have there's multiple layers
That's
of
right.
graphics.
Yeah,
so there's
yeah,
a
yeah.
bunch of stacked
Yeah,
graphics.
it's like
And-
graffiti.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the main theme is graffiti. So it's like I have tags on top of tags.
Yep.
So,
Right.
and then there's a Godzilla on the bike because, that's
Of
when
course.
I grew up. And but what's really neat is like with 3D printing, you can print flexures into your parts.
Yeah.
So there's actually an internal seat binder that doesn't have any extra parts.
Yeah.
Like it's literally one piece with the frame.
That is so
And
amazing.
so it's a whole arm that's inside the seat lug that basically grabs the seat post, because you don't really want to pinch a seat post.
Right,
You know, like
right.
anything telescopic, you don't want to put
It seems
a single
like that's
point.
a smart location for it.
Yeah. So, well, one, it's completely sealed. There's an O-ring inside,
Yeah.
so nothing's getting in the frame,
Cool.
which I love.
Yep.
And then also, but the way it clamps it is so it's radial tension, so it actually grabs a lot more of it.
Sure.
And but it doesn't. It wants to be round.
Yeah.
Like that's the beauty
Right,
of it. Like
right.
you're not pinching it out around.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then yeah, you know, and it's like what's awesome is that so all these parts, they look really beefy, but everything's hollow.
Yeah.
Like even all the way down to these little tiny, like this whole thing is hollow right here.
It's just.
But the way the webs are in there, it basically transfers, it pushes all the loads away from that and into the tubing, which is meant to flex.
Good.
So that's just, you know, doing the internal engineering of this stuff is so much fun.
Wow.
It's just,
Yeah.
you know, like the head tube, the thickness, it's 1.2 here. It actually ramps up from here down to 1.5. And then
Okay.
there's also webs underneath it,
Yep,
like
yep.
on the inside.
Yeah.
So it's like everything is designed to like put the loads into the best spot for it.
Wow.
And that's so much easier to do with printed parts than you can with tubing.
Yep. Right.
So you can really, like the engineer, it opens up so many more options for like fun ways to design a bike that's gonna last a long fucking time.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the goal, right?
But yeah, and then the graffiti, the funny thing is like somebody's gonna take this idea real quick.
Yeah.
So for my watchmaking, I got really good at precision machining. So
Yeah.
like the headset cap,
Yep.
a headset cap takes 45 minutes to cut for the detail,
Oh
but
my
it's like,
gosh.
I mean, come on, like
Yeah.
where else, you know, it's just,
That is
it's a
so
fun,
cool.
it's a fun
What
thing.
does that say?
So it's a Japanese kanji for Jashu Ogle Designs.
Okay.
So it's actually,
It's you. It's
I
right.
have a cousin that's half Japanese, and she
Sweet.
translated it for me.
That's
so I was
awesome.
like, "Oh, this is the coolest thing ever," because
Cool.
I love Japanese culture.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Um,
Sweet. Well,
so-
I think that's
yeah,
great, man.
That's the bike. And,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Dude, thank you so much, man.
You got it. Hey everyone. All right, so I'm here at the Camp and Go Slow booth with Casey. And Casey, you've got some cool new bags down here. Talk to me.
We've got 4 new bags.
Oh, 4.
4
Woo!
styles of bags made by our friends in San Francisco, Outer
Yep.
Shell,
Yep.
Jim and Kyle. This is the first batch of bags we've had made with the new Great Horned Owl and Brown Trout trim.
Okay.
We got stem caddies. We've got draw cord handlebar bags.
Mhm.
And then coming a little bit later will be some little saddle bags. They'll all be on the website
Okay.
sooner or later.
So are they actually using your bar tape, or is it a little bit of a different?
It's a little...
Is it just the pattern? And
It's a little different. It's made by the same people that weave the bar tape, but it has to be made a little bit narrower so it
Okay.
fits into all those fancy sewing
Got
machine
it.
fittings
Yep.
and stuff.
That
So,
makes
yeah.
sense. Cool. Talk to me about the bar tape. How long have you been around doing this, and what was kind of the inspiration behind making this kind of unique tape? No one else is really doing it.
This is year 6 or 7. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
all a blur now.
Yeah.
6 or 7 years, I think. You know, these really wide drop bars started coming onto the market, and I couldn't find a bar tape that I liked that was long enough. to
Okay. Yeah,
make
that's
it.
right. Yep.
Yeah. So this stuff we had made, they're almost 10-foot long rolls. They're huge, and
Yeah.
so that'll wrap the widest of the wide
Yep.
drop bars out there.
Awesome.
That's kind of what sparked it all.
Okay. And how many patterns do you have, and how many SKUs right now?
Right now we have 4 different patterns. We have the first one, the Western Rattler.
Yep.
That's kind of the flagship and
Yep.
still the
Yep.
best seller.
Yep.
We followed that up a little while later with the Eastern Rattler. Same pattern, but just a different color.
Mhm.
Wanted something that looks good with a black saddle. And then late last year, we came out with the new Brown Trout and the Great Horned Owl tapes. We worked
Awesome.
on those for a while and finally got them to market, and people seem to like them.
Yeah. They look good.
Thanks.
Where can folks find you?
Campandgoslow.com or Camp and Go Slow with dots between the words on Instagram.
Perfect. Casey, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Natalie, who is partners with Jesse, who is the manufacturer of this bike, Slow Southern Steel Fab. Natalie, so talk us through this bike a little bit, the bags, and what was this particular one just built for?
So particularly this bike was built for bike pack racing. Jesse wanted to build me a fast, light steel bike. And he gave me I don't know. So it's got a little more slack geometry on it. We're running a 120 millimeter fork on the front. I don't know exactly what it weighs, but it was the lightest one he made out of all of them. He made it for me kind of last minute when I last minute decided to do Doom this past year.
Sweet.
And he was like, I want to make a bike for you to race, which is great because I didn't really know which bike I'd race for it. He added this like custom little chainstay embellishment on the back.
Love that.
Just a fun touch.
Yep.
The bags were made by our friend Zach at South City Stitchworks. So he did pink and purple custom bags. On this non-drive side, I had him add these 2 extra pockets.
Oh yeah.
Mostly to run just little bits and bobs. I think the idea was it was made for trash, but I end up just putting like tools and stuff in there.
You had a little Dynaplug in there or something like
yes,
that?
my Dynaplug, anything that's quick access, my multi-tool. I usually run 2 feed bags up here, but just got off the Colorado Trail and decided to do 2 bottles with the botched bikes bottle mount in the front.
How did that work out?
It was good. Usually the problem I have with feed bags is my legs rub on them. So that kind of gets to me. My legs still rubbed on these bottles, but not as bad. It was maybe a more gentle rub, I would say. But yeah, so this bike, it also has custom tie bars bent in the SSS studio. Our friend Ben makes them. But yeah, so when I wanted a bike from Jesse, I wanted a bike that I could send on single track that was like burly enough where I didn't feel scared going down stuff, because the bike I was running before that had a steeper head tube angle and it was a little too big for me. But yeah, so he kind of took a comparison of all the bikes I had been running. I'm kind of a chaotic rider and I just had like a ton of bikes that I don't really know much about. So he took all the geo from those and kind of just blended them and made the perfect bike. But yeah, before I raced Doom, I never had time to like test it out. I just got on the bike, and did it, and it felt perfect.
Awesome.
It was actually wild.
Talk us through Doom. For folks that don't know, tell them what it is, and then how did you perform there?
So Doom is an ultra endurance self-supported bike pack race in the Ozark Mountains. This year it was about 404 miles in pretty horrific weather conditions. It was super wet and cold. Quite a startle for someone in the South, but yeah, so it's a mix of like chunky gravel, constant up and down hills, and single track. So it was really fun to combine it all. Yeah, I think I did pretty well, all things considered. I ended up first place female and then 8th overall.
I'd say so.
Yeah, it went really well. I was really stoked about it. I did hit my face at the end. I somehow crashed. You know, it's still unbeknownst to me. At the end, my GPS was kind of like rerouting a lot, and there was a little bit of a single track connector, and so it was super wild. So I like kept looking down at my GPS, and it was giving me all these reroutes. And at one point, I think I just like hit a bump when I was on my brakes and had like a really slow OTB.
Oh my gosh!
Straight to my face, and I just like got knocked out essentially.
Oh really? Yeah. You don't remember, or like you remember a little bit, but
I remember like everything leading up to when I fell, and so what happened afterwards is I ended up texting Jesse. He was at the finish line because where it happened, I was down in a valley and the finish line was up there like less than a quarter mile away, and I could see them all. And so I texted him and I was just like, I need help. So Andrew, the race director, runs down. And he, the way they found my bike, it was completely upside down, downstream, or like down of the rut.
Oh my gosh.
Completely upside down. It hadn't moved. So it just looked like I kind of just ate it, and the bike just laid that way. But yeah, so it was wild. And I just walked to the end essentially, and they let me have it, which was good. It was, I got to go to the hospital. It was close, and I went to the hospital and came back, and no other female had finished at that time, so I figured, I was like, I think that's kind of fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, what else are you doing? You just got off the Colorado Trail. It was a DNF. How was that experience?
It was good. I learned a lot. I wasn't really fully recovered from Doom, so I think I kind of knew that going into the race, but I still wanted the adventure, and so it's kind of hard to pump the brakes when I was so gung-ho on the race. But yeah, I learned how I need to prepare for next year. For sure, go ride all the hills, start
Altitude.
doing push-ups. Definitely need a sprint.
You're pushing the bike up. Yeah.
That was crazy. And I learned I need to take baby steps instead of bigger steps. So I ultimately scratched because of an ankle injury.
Yeah.
And I think I was taking too large of steps that was just causing too much strain on my ankle. So like fast marching.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm excited. The first 80 miles from Durango to Silverton were the best miles I've ever ridden on a bike.
It's pretty stunning.
It was amazing. And yeah, I was quite heartbroken, but I'm actually just happy I got that experience in general and excited to go back.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Awesome.
super
So
fun.
what's next? That maybe next year? Anything else?
Yeah, that next year. There's a local race in Arkansas, the Ouachita Triple Crown. That's more of a single track race. I think I'd like to do that this year if my ankle's good. My friend Alex is putting on the Fayetteville Ultra Circuit in a month, so I might do one of those options.
Sweet.
Weather's pretty horrific right now in Arkansas, very hot and humid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that and just more fun tours with friends, I think.
Totally.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's the goal.
Well, Natalie, thanks so much, and good luck on your endeavors.
Thank you, Neil. I appreciate it.
You got it.